The middle class are a diverse group of workers from various fields, including teachers, firefighters, plumbers, and chefs. With every purchase they make, the middle class fuels economic growth and investment, making a significant contribution to the country's financial stability. When it comes to finances, the middle class has encountered a variety of difficulties. Incomes have remained stagnant for almost all, except the wealthiest individuals. Furthermore, the majority of middle-class households have inadequate savings to cover the costs of higher education or retirement. Our financial choices are not always the wisest, and it is our responsibility to make sound decisions. So who is considered middle class? Well, according to the Pew Research Center, those who make between 2/3 and double the median household income are classified as middle-class individuals. The median household income was around $65,000 as of 2021. Therefore, if your household income is anywhere between $43,350 and $130,000, you could be considered part of the middle class. This wide bracket is mainly dependent upon what state you are living in. Number 5. Spending money on assets that depreciate. Every year, millions of shiny new cars roll off of dealership lots into the hands of eager buyers. However, the cost of ownership can be steep, with few able to pay in full at the time of purchase. It's important to note that being able to make the monthly payments is not the same as being able to truly afford a car. In fact, borrowers often end up paying more than the car is worth due to interest on a depreciating asset. This can create a vicious cycle where drivers trade in their cars every few years, losing money on each trade. According to Bankrate, the average monthly car payment for new cars is $716. The average monthly car payment for used cars is $526. This is a significant portion of money to be spending each month. The next time you're tempted to splurge on something that will lose money, think twice and consider investing in something that can make you money instead. Investing in items that appreciate over time is a smart move and will pay off in the long run. Number 4. Not setting enough money aside. According to a study conducted by Ramsey Solutions, 55% of Americans have either no savings or less than $1,000 saved. Only 45% of the respondents reported having savings of $1,000 or more. If you're currently making a good income, it's important to remember that circumstances can change. Planning ahead for your financial future is key to avoiding potential issues down the road. By consistently setting aside a portion of your income, you'll not only be protecting your future, but also ensuring that you have a safety net to rely on should unexpected expenses arise. Number 3. Retirement plan. Retiring is something we all have to consider at some point, which is why having a retirement account is crucial. It guarantees that we have a safety net in place when the time comes. However, putting all your eggs in one basket isn't always wise. Although a retirement account is useful, it comes with its own limitations. One major drawback: if you want to withdraw the money early, a penalty would be imposed. Liquidity isn't the only concern too. By relying solely on a 4-year retirement, you run the risk of being under-diversified. You can invest in relatively safe options such as index funds, rental properties, or consider investments with higher volatility, but also have the potential for greater returns if you're willing to take the risk. Number 2. Buying beyond your means. It's never a bright idea to make a purchase that exceeds your financial capacity. It's good to keep in mind the general spending rule of not purchasing anything with your credit card if you can't pay off the balance at the end of the month. Nevertheless, if you have a solid repayment plan and you follow it, there's nothing wrong with spoiling yourself once in a while. The same rule applies to life-altering purchases such as buying a car or a home. Certainly, you'll probably need a loan for this type of purchase, but it doesn't mean you should stretch your budget beyond capacity. Ensure that the home or car you're purchasing is something that you can reasonably afford to pay each month without endangering your financial stability. When it comes to renting, 30s rule is suggested. This means you should not allocate more than 1/3 of your monthly income towards rent payment. By following this rule, individuals can ensure that they have enough money left over each month to cover other necessary expenses such as utilities, groceries, transportation, and savings. Number 1. Ending up in a lot of debt. Accumulating debt to the point where it becomes unmanageable can severely and negatively impact your financial future. Falling into this trap is more effortless than one might think. It's a problem that can affect anyone, even those in tough financial situations trying to keep up with necessary expenses. To prevent this from happening and regain control of your financial situation, it's crucial to pay off credit card balances as soon as possible. Don't be tempted to take out credit and continually push your financial limits. If the amount of debt you've accrued is overwhelming, consider consolidating it to make it more manageable. Overall, transforming your financial habits can be challenging, but it's worth the effort. By mastering effective management strategies and staying focused on your goals, you can achieve financial freedom and enjoy the many benefits that come with it. So, take control of your finances today and start building the life you want.